More powerful than a locomotive. Faster than a speeding bullet. I've got you now!
It's over.
Be that winged freak show
Criminals are
up in the sky. It's
DJP Costuming.
How you guys doing, folks? Dan Petruccio here, aka DJP Costuming, aka Gotham Garment Supply, aka anything you guys might know me by. And today, we are going to be doing something that I'm really excited about. We're going to be looking at a new Batman cape, but budget Batman capes in general. Now, Batman capes are pretty expensive because usually now they're made out of pleather, especially when you're looking at getting ones more Justice League based or Dawn of Justice based. A lot of people go for the pleather route. And that's cool, but pleather is so heavy. In my film, The Batman Chronicles, that you can find on YouTube in part 1, 2, and 3, you'll see I'm wearing a pleather cape, and I've been wearing that pleather cape for about 7 years now. And it started to wear out. This is my pleather Batman cape. This is the cape I've worn for 7 years, and it is in shambles at the top where the cowl meets cape. It is wrinkled. It is just there is just wear and tear on this thing like you would not believe. What was cool is that it locked in place with the cowl, which was always a cool feature that Tony, who worked on our film, put in place, but it is just, it's done. So recently, after doing a shoot for my modern classic Batman suit, I decided it was time to get a new cape of some kind, but I wanted to do that without breaking the bank, which is very hard to do. If you go on Etsy and you go to all these places, you'll see that they're very expensive, and I'm guessing that's a lot of material cost. So for me, I went a more budget-friendly route, as I said, and I went on AliExpress.com and I picked up a cape. It was on a wing and a prayer. It was $50, and I was just like, when it gets here, I will modify it, and whatever it is, it can become if it stinks, it'll become a battle-damaged Batman cape. If it's great, I'm going to use it. And it came, and it was great. I love this thing. It flows really well. It kind of looks like pleather, still kind of looks like a rubbery material. It's kind of a coated material. It's like a fabric coated in like a rubber. It is really cool. So let's check it out. Here is the cape, guys. As you can tell, it is this shiny coated rubberish material, and when held up against pleather, I kind of really like it a lot. It's got a smoother finish, a smoother texture to it, and it looks really good. Holding it to hang, you see it drapes really well. It's got a nice drape to it, but it flows really nicely. It's just got this great flow to it. It kind of just hangs up there for a second. So when you're in the wind, I would imagine that this thing just moves really nicely. It has a tie on it, which I want to sew it to be more in line with the neckline that I had on my old cape, which is just sewn around 4 inches down the front, so it opens right around my emblem. But that is an easy fix. You know, I didn't have time to sew my own cape because I'm taking so many commissions for bodysuits and such, that I was just like, you know what, if material is going to cost me $50, I might as well get myself an actual full cape for $50 and modify it. So if I sew that down the front so it just stops at my symbol, I'll have the ideal cape. But tying it like it goes on, and there you have it. It's got a nice sound to it. When you're in it, it moves just like a comic book. It's just amazing. For $50, if anything ever happened to this, I'd be glad to buy another one for the material alone. I just love it. If it closed down the middle like my other one, it would just be the perfect Batman cape. I think this is great. It's $50. They make it to your measurements. So mine doesn't quite reach the floor. As you guys will see at the end of this video, I'll demo it moving and such. But I just really like it. It's got something really movable about it. So when you're posing, you can really accentuate and push the pose and move the cape in a way that is a little less heavy and dense than pleather. I don't know, just pleather has that whipping, cracking sound, but it's just so heavy that when it's on your back for hours and hours and hours, you just feel the agony of wearing it. So this cape, for me, gets a 5 out of 5. I love it. I think it's great. Mind you, I got this in a trade with the gentleman. He bought it on AliExpress, and we just happened to have the same measurement, so ergo I bought it on AliExpress. But if you guys wanted to buy it, you could go straight there, get it for the same exact price, and you'll be good to go. It's just a great piece, and I like that the inside is just a dark black. It's not coated the inside, it's just a dark black, so when it's against your suit, it's gonna look great. It's just a very cool cape. Even from the back. It's just, it's great. It's everything that I wanted. It really suits my style of Batman, that comic book look. It goes behind the shoulders, comes in front of you. It's got the movement, it's got it all. This is a great cape, guys. Grab one if you need one for your budget build. It's a really budgetarily friendly cape. You're gonna spend this much on fabric alone making one at home. So you might as well have a cape if you don't have the time. If you're working 9 to 5 and you just are really tired when you get home, this is great. You get to your sewing machine, you modify this, it's scalloped already. If you want to put more scallops in it, you just cut them right in. It's just a great option. So we're gonna demo this, but before I do, I just wanna say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for commenting, as you guys have been commenting, liking, sharing. Guys, if you guys could share this on your Facebook page and with your social media, that would be fantastic. Because the way the YouTube algorithm works is, I only get pushed as far as I get shared in the first 48 hours. And I'm trying to do something with this channel that I feel like could help the community. I'm trying to get people in on little hacks and tips and things that can get them in the costume of their dreams quickly, affordably, and happily. Guys, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you do. I'll see you later.